Okay, let's do another example of how an exam will look. So you'll be given a list like this. Forget this DR, it shouldn't really be there. You'll be given a list of I's and E's and A's with C and L's. And your first job is to, if you like, pick out what the I's and E's are. So you can write the letters next to them to guide you. So for example, this is trade receivables, this is an A, this is an L. You know, this is people you sold goods to, you bought goods from and you owe them under L. Remember from the previous videos, a bank overdraft, you owe the bank. This is C, that's sales, that's I, and that's, of course, that's an E. This is, you're preparing the accounts at the end of the year. So that's your opening inventory. You need that, that's an opening E. Those are other expenses, vehicles. These are assets that you have bought during the year. Office equipment, assets you've bought. In general, when you see expenses, you know these are E's, and remember that's the letter D. And that's your closing inventory given to you. And you'll be asked to, for example, prepare the income statement. So let's have a look. Let's do that right now using this example. So the first thing we need, of course, in our list is revenue. And we see the revenue here is 144,810. Actually, I'm thinking maybe I could actually use Excel, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to use my WordPad. So revenue is 144,810. So over here, I have revenue 144,810. So the next thing I need to work out is my, in order to calculate gross profit, is my cost of sales. So I need opening inventory plus purchases minus closing inventory. So I'll go back to my slide and pick those figures out. Opening inventory is 16,010. So I have 16,010. I'll go back, find my purchases. My purchases are 96,318. I have 96,318. And then I take away my closing inventory, which is sitting comfortably at the bottom, which is 13,735. 13,735. Right. So what do we have? I'm going to have to use my manual calculator. Yes, so let's look at the calculator. So our cost of sales is 16,010 plus 96,318 minus 13,735, and you have a cost of sale figure of 98,593. 98,593. So this is your cost of sales. So I have my revenue, I have my cost of sales, and to find gross profit, I need to take away cost of sales from revenue. Yes, because I'm trying to compare what is the cost of goods that I actually sold with the money that came in from those goods that actually left our building. This closing inventory did not leave our building. If you remember, go back to the I minus E, we took it out of E and put it back in A. So it's an A right now. You're probably wondering, what are we going to do with C, L, and I? And that's in the, C, L, and A. That's in the second financial statement that we prepare. But the first one, of course, is I minus E to work out profit. So we have our gross, what we call our gross profit, if you like, profit before the subtraction of all the other expenses. And let's subtract this 98,593 from, if you like, let's subtract this from 144,810 gives us 46,217. 46,217. 217. So that's our gross profit. Our next task is then to subtract all the other expenses. Let's get them very quickly, and then let's deal with that. So for all the other expenses that we're talking about, we've already discussed most of these. Let's just go. So I think we start from somewhere there. Salaries. So the first thing we have to do is salaries. So salaries is, let's just go back down. Salaries 18,456. Salaries 18,456. Next thing, heating and lighting 1,820. 1,820. Next one, rent and rates 5,647. 5,000. Missed that. 5,647. 5,647. Space there. Vehicles as an asset. Those are assets. So the only other two are the sundry expenses and vehicle expenses. So sundry 845. And the last one are your vehicle expenses. I just barely got any space there. Let's see what that is for. And that is for 1,684. 1,684. So what we need to do is to add all these together. Yes, let's get our calculator out. So for now, let's just sort of get rid of this. So we have 18,456 plus 1,820 plus 5,647 plus 845 plus 1,684 gives us a total of 28,452. 28,000. Sorry. 28,452. So by the time we subtract this expense from this, we will get what's called our net. I mean, it's just I have no space. You would write this underneath. This is referred to as our net profit. Yes, and our net profit, of course, is equal to this 28,452. Take that away. I'll just negate that first, and then so that's take away that from 46,217, and your answer is 17,000. 17,765. 17,765, and that's it. That's your income statement. So that's what you'll be asked to do. You'll be asked to do both financial statements, but this is the first one you'll have to do. So yeah, great stuff. I'll see you in the next video where we start to look at the next financial statement, which just, if you like, is a list of all our A's and C's and L's, and this profit, of course, which gets added back to C. See you then.